Today we're making 2 drinks, same origin, one new, one old school. One's using Old Tom Gin, which Ian has discovered
is good.
Dude!
They're twins, but they're not identical.
Welcome to 2015. Use coupon code NewYear's15 and save 15% on everything at awesomedrinks.com.
Put down your schnapps! It's time to drink hardcore! We're making a cocktail!
We're making a couple Martinez's.
That's right. That's Ian Andrews. We're making the Martinez's!
You making some Spanish dudes?
I'm Derrick Schommer.
We are.
I believe it's from California. The name.
Don't be racist, Jen.
I've got history on the back of one of these things. It says history on both of them. So the Martinez cocktail, we're going to make 2. I got the history then.
Yep, history.
I am going to create the original. My friend over here, Ian Andrews, co-host extraordinaire, is going to be making the updated one. The difference is that mine uses ingredients that are not always something you have at the home bar. Then they updated it to make it something that you would have.
Home bar.
So the common is Luxardo Maraschino Liqueur.
That's the base liquor of these drinks.
Right.
We're also using vermouth in each of these drinks. One sweet, one dry.
One sweet, one dry. So this is your Italian vermouth. I don't have like a lot of Italian vermouths.
Luxardo would be in everybody's home bar.
It won't. This is one common ingredient, but you can get it and you'll need it for this.
Yeah, it's not that uncommon of a liquor, but it's not.
It's not also that good.
Availability wise,
yes.
Drink wise, it's pretty uncommon.
We have made one good drink with it so far. Others have been crappy, or at least it's been very distinctive.
It's a very.
I don't know if it was the Aviation or Vesper or something.
It's a very misleading liquor.
You think it's going to be sweet because of the maraschino cherries. It's very dry and bitter.
It's not like drinking maraschino juice. That is Givine Noison, so you're going to use that. I taste tested a couple of them because I wanted to see what would Jerry Thomas do. But no matter what it came back to, Jerry Thomas would use this, and I'm already using it. So I had to go with something else. Givine has the dry, it's from France, but it has that London dry flavor to it. It's got the juniper flavor. It's also crisp and clean, so I thought that would be a good choice. For bitters, in Ian's drink, he's going to use Angostura because they're widely available. Wow. Yeah. I am going to use Reception bitters from the San Francisco Bitters Company. You could also use, if you have bought them at Awesome Drinks in the past, Boker's bitters, which is what this originally called for. Not these specific, but the original Boker's recipe. Yeah. So if you have Boker's bitters, this is a pretty dang close. I taste tested because I have both San Francisco Boker's and Reception. Nice. One to dry Reception. And Reception has on their website the Martinez. So I thought, hey, this is like synergy.
Perfect.
Old Tom Gin on my side. Old Tom Gin. And it's not like...
the ratios are a little bit different. So
here's my Reception.
I've got a couple dashes of Angostura. He's got a dash of Boker's or, what was it, Reception.
Yep.
2 dashes of maraschino liquor in each of the drinks. I got 1.5 ounces of gin. He's only got 1 ounce of gin. I got 1 ounce of dry vermouth. He's got 2 ounces of sweet vermouth. So the ratios aren't the same.
No, they're completely different drinks.
They are very different drinks.
I am going to do my Old Tom Gin.
That throws me off that that's a gin.
Well, I'm going to do my vermouth first.
It's dark.
Vermouth, 2 ounces of Italian vermouth. Italian vermouth, you can go with a sweet vermouth. I'm going to use the one I had available to me, which is Vya. If you have a specific Italian vermouth that you really love.
And you like Vya better anyway.
I like Vya better.
Dashes. How do you dash maraschino?
It's got a dasher on it.
I don't know how that works.
I don't really know.
You know, just kind
of like a 1/4 ounce or something. Let me see. I'm going to use mine too because I need I need 2 dashes as well. I needed about that much. And then I added my Reception bitters, but I used my sampler right here rather than opening up a new Reception bitters. He needs us. Is that what you're saying?
You're very receptive, senor.
Oh, I know it. I know what I'm talking about. Yo, there you go.
Thanks, sir.
I need some gin.
While I was away, look what you did. You went and chilled some martini glasses. You laid all the stuff out.
He's on the ball.
He's on the ball.
I don't know what's wrong with me, man.
Well, I'm up there slacking around. You're down here working.
Talking to the kids.
Shooting the shiz with little ones.
But you put a drink together faster than he does.
I'm pro level.
I leveled up. My experience is higher.
Sounds like a little rose hue to it. That's kind of cool.
Yours is going to have... Want to rub that around the edges? And maybe spray a little on there, and then you can dump it or drop it inside.
Rub it around the edges and spray a little on there.
And drop it in the side. Not inside, on the side.
On the side.
The innuendo with your statements lately, Derek, has been overwhelming.
I wish I knew I was doing
Ooh,
them.
yours is much darker.
The ransom is...
Yours looks like poop.
Ransom is a little bit...
Like poop.
It does, look at it.
After Burger King.
Nope. Well, thank you for
Get
that.
it? It's not solid.
No.
Thank you for that imagery.
Mine, on the other hand, uses a lemon slice. Yours uses a lemon piece. Whatevs.
So, very different. The classic cocktail has a little bit more substance to the look of it.
Yeah, see, the ransom is like a... I think it's infused with... So, it's churro, barley, corn, juniper berries, orange peel, lemon peel, coriander seed, cardamom pods, and angelica root. So, this is very similar to a bitter to begin with. This is almost like Boker's. This is a ransom.
This in my face hole.
Yeah, you should do that. I'm gonna put this in my face hole. Vya is definitely blended in California.
Oh, wow.
Vya is done by the I met the
a lot
Vya
going
guys.
on in there. For gin.
Conray, not distillery, Quaddy Winery. They're a small operation. I think they're like 8 people or so. Definitely small time, but awesome time.
I think the only color I have is from the Angostura bitters.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Which is only like.
Why don't we put them side by side, and then the camera can be like,
soak it all in. Take it all.
boom, Martinez cocktail.
That's really light.
Yours is light.
Yeah.
Mine.
I get the maraschino a bit, but it's like really, really light.
This is, by the way, I'll give you history in a second.
Yours is not light.
Nope, mine is
Yours
not
is heavy,
light.
and the bitter flavor is really good in that.
Yours is woo. Yours has like a. Is it juniper? Is that what's going on with? What's that?
Could be.
Zingy blast in my face hole.
The dryness from that
Yeah.
G-vine. Yeah. I kind of like this one though. This has a lot of flavor. It's got. I like the bitter flavor in here. The reception bitters.
Yeah, that's the both of these. More
The
so,
Old Tom.
this one is going to be your predecessor to
Martinis.
the martini. It's Martinez
Martini.
martini, sweet vermouth. I mean, martinis you can get all kinds of different ways. They're usually dry vermouth, right?
Usually,
so
yeah.
unless you ask for a sweet,
And it's usually like a rinse.
yeah, or that again, it depends. And martini
it
could be vodka, could be gin, right?
It can be all sorts of other liquors too. I
Right.
mean, it doesn't have to be. Martinis have come commercial. You get like a
Oh,
double espresso martini. You get an appletini.
Right. Martini nowadays means I'm going to serve you some sort of drink in this glass.
In this glass, yeah.
Rather than, okay, this is a cocktail glass. This is a martini.
What I found out that's common in all martinis, very strong. A lot of alcohol. Get drunk and puke if you're not careful. I've been not careful a couple times with martinis.
He knows.
So I know this.
He knows the rules.
Speaking from knowledge.
Now, the 1800s Jerry Thomas recipes use maraschino. These ones I got out of the Dale DeGroff book. They were on a page one side by side, so I'm looking at them going, what's the difference? Oh, look at that. So the other thing, there's conflicting origins to the original, at least, where this is supposedly based on the Manhattan. So if you took a Manhattan...
I was going to say, I could see a cherry in that. It almost seems Manhattan-ish. Yeah.
Right, so they took the Manhattan, they said, well, let's just substitute Old Tom Gin for the whiskey, and then we'll make that a recipe. That's in the How to Mix Drinks by Jerry Thomas as the Martinez. And then later on, I think they came up with, something. It took 10 years from this point to get, and this was published in 1887, to get to the martini stage. So for 10 years, this was the drink, and then they moved from the sweet to the dry, and you're getting the Martinez, martini, boom, and you're now into the realm of what we think of as like the hip, cool, like the trendy thing.
Right,
but
it's
really,
classy,
it's not that trendy. It's ancient, brought back, made trendy, and it's just stuck around.
So what should be trendy are these.
Right, but they're not.
But they're not.
No.
These should
so
be trendy
loud.
because they're classic.
We're
they're
hashtag
really good.
trending that shit right
They
now.
have history to them, and they're both distinct.
Yeah.
And they both have their own flavor. I prefer this one, obviously, but this one doesn't taste bad either.
Let me try that again.
As a gin drink.
You want a question of the day?
I do.
Shoot.
What is your favorite reinvented cocktail?
Reinvented like that. That one's kind of got the bitter going on.
The reinvention or the original?
All I have is
brought
what's
back.
typed here.
I think the daiquiri might be mine now. After
This is
week.
so much more
It's
dynamic.
good. Right? There's a lot going on in that. There's so
I get
many
like a
flavors
molasses. I get like a sweetness. I get a sour. I mean,
you get the bitters.
I don't get vermouth. Like I don't get like fortified wine taste. I get a complete cocktail experience with this drink. That I feel like this to me is a martini.
Would you use the sweeteners, right?
Yeah. This is a martini with a little bit of extra dry bitter. Now, ironically,
There's a little bit of smokiness maybe to this that comes into that.
This is supposed to be a little bit different than martini because of the sweet from the maraschino. You do get cherry finish. You get that maraschino, whatever that is, the tart finish. That you wouldn't get from a standard martini. So if you add maraschino to a martini, you'll kind of get the idea of what we're talking about. I think either one, give or take. I think that what you need to do is
basically a martini, a gin martini with some maraschino and
get yourself, just get some of this. This is Old Tom gin. This is, I believe I got this at drinkupnewyork.com. And
it's got a really interesting flavor profile for a gin, which is great about that. There's a lot going on in there, and it's something to taste.
It's an interesting color for a gin.
Yeah, right?
It's different. It's got a lot more dynamics to it, and you can still buy it. It's typical. You can get Old Tom gin. This is the ransom version of Old Tom gin. So you can get other brands of Old Tom gin. That's probably the more popular one that I heard.
There's a few out there, though. They're not all dark, either. There's some that are clear still.
Really?
Yep.
I think I just see a picture on images.google.com. That was clear.
All right.
So there's that. You can go to everydaydrinkers.com and you can get yourself some cocktail glasses. You can get yourself some reception bitters because we have those there and they don't come in this tiny little one. That was my sample to figure out if I wanted to carry them. Obviously, you can get Angostura there because it's a staple product.
If you don't have Angostura in your bar, you eat it.
Did we ask a question today? That already happened?
Yeah, the reinvented.
Yeah.
Or a classic with a new spin.
Yeah. Classic with a new spin. Chocolate martini. That's classic with a new spin. Modern. There's nothing to do with nothing old in it.
Sure.
It's all new. What's old is new again.
How about like a
chicken wing martini?
Instead of the creme de cassis, you use Chambord in your champagne.
Oh, what was that
Kir
called?
Royale.
Yeah, Kir Royale. That's another one. You guys should go make yourself a Kir Royale. Search it up on YouTube. You'll find it.
Kir Royale, but instead of using creme de cassis or Chambord, you use hibiscus flowers, which you sell at Awesome Drinks.
I do sell those at Awesome Drinks.
I just bought some tonight, actually.
There you go.
Did you?
I did, yeah. I bought some of the elderflower tonic water, and I got some
the
hibiscus flowers in.
Nice.
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
We're done. Everydaydrinkers.com. Awesome Drinks. We're teaching you how to drink.
Boom.
It's like something else.
Yep.
As opposed to what? It tastes like this. It tastes like maraschino with very little gin. I like that part of it.
This tastes like the Corpse Reviver.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Corpse Reviver, I think, was a little more sour.